Hello, this is David Olawale Ayinde, and I would like to tell you briefly about one of West Africa's greatest ever kings that lived. And his name is Mansa Kankan Musa. Kankan Musa could be likened to the great biblical King Solomon in terms of his wealth, splendor, and grandeur. Mansa is simply a Mandican word or phrase, which means king, ruler, or emperor. Kankan Musa became the 10th emperor to rule over Mali Empire. He reigned from 1312 to 1337, and he was the great nephew of Sundiata Keita. Sundiata Keita was responsible for laying the foundations of Mali Empire. Kankan Musa became popularly known for his famous pilgrimage to Mecca between 1324 and 1326. Now, such was the display of his wealth on his travels that the value of gold diminished. He gave so much in alms and was so generous that the value of gold at that time lost its value. I mean, this is quite remarkable. Very interesting indeed. Now, this pilgrimage brought fame, fortune, and recognition to Kankan Musa outside of his empire, particularly in places such as North Africa, the Middle East, and of course, Europe. On his way back from his famous pilgrimage, Kankan Musa was accompanied by great scholars, interpreters, adjudicators, architects, and administrators. And all of these people added to the efficiency and greatness of his empire. Places like Timbuktu and Gao became enterprising and very important commercial places of trade and learning. Kankan Musa also extended the borders of his empire, both militarily and strategically. He also, more than any of his predecessors and successors, took Mali Empire to the pinnacle of greatness and the peak of his powers. Historians also wrote that under Mansa Kankan Musa, Mali Empire entered what was simply called a golden age. I hope that you found this brief account on this brilliant king useful and inspiring. If you need to find out any more information on Mansa Kankan Musa or any other kings and queens of West Africa, you can always check out some very good, reliable West African textbooks or any European history textbooks that would have covered these topics briefly. Thank you once again, as always, for listening and watching. This is David Olawale Ayinde.